Okay, today's Friday, May 27th. I'm at dialysis with Piper here. In the last video, I had talked about getting the ball rolling on a PD catheter, peritoneal catheter, switching from the hemo to the peritoneal. Well, that ball has been kicked down the hill. We got Piper is scheduled next Wednesday, June 1st, for her surgery to have the peritoneal tube put into her abdomen. So, I had said this many times before, but her catheter right now is in her chest, and it goes into a main vein here, and then it has two ports, like an in and an out, for blood to go in and out. So this surgery on Wednesday, June 1st, is going to be the tube that's put into her abdomen so that we can do dialysis at home. And it's more gentle, and fluids will be pulled nightly. So since it's more gentle and it's a longer period of time each day, because it's during her sleep, it'll just be a better situation for her, because she's not doing the hemo dialysis very well. It's making her kind of ill. They're not able to pull off the fluids they think that she's accumulating, and it's hard to gauge the fluid weight, and her just having a really good appetite. Being on the steroids gives you it's hard for dialysis to determine the amount of fluids that is in her, because she's on steroids, and that brings up your blood pressure, as well as having too much fluid in your blood or your body increases your blood pressure too. So it's like, is that the blood? Is it the steroids? And then, steroids gives her a really good appetite. So this going with the PD catheter is definitely the way to go. So that surgery is on June 1st, next Wednesday. So that day we'll have to come into for hemodialysis here at the Vita. It's basically on Division and Halstead in the city. And Lurie Hospital is 10 minutes away down Chicago Avenue by the lake. Michigan Avenue in Chicago, basically. She'll come here at like 7 in the morning and do a regular dialysis, and then we'll go to the hospital. They work together, so luckily it's not like a specific time. They're like, we'll be done here and then just head right over there. And then the actual procedure is about an hour, I'm guessing, because when they put in her hemo, it was only like 45 minutes, but that one, I suppose, is a little more accessible because it's the vein, it's like right there. This is going into her abdomen, so maybe it's a little more time. I don't know, but I think it's similar. And so I'm not sure if that's an outpatient thing. I thought it was an outpatient thing where, it's an hour surgery. She sees they check her condition and see how well she is, and then they can discharge her the same day. But Piper had told me that the nurse here said to her that it's most likely going to be a stay overnight, which is fine. I mean, it's better for her to be there in case something is wrong than for us to try to rush back or go to a different hospital, like go to Christ or something that's by our house. It's just better to keep everything with the same crew and all that. So that is June 1st. That is happening. So that's a good thing. I guess there's a lot of good things, you know. It's like there's invasive things. June 9th, we have another appointment with the rheumatologist, and she's in control of the steroids, so hopefully let's keep our fingers crossed that we can start weaning off more of those injections and maybe chilling on the prednisone a little bit more. The prednisone is the biggest thing. She takes that every day. And then the hydroxychloroquine, which is also called Plaquenil, I believe. That she takes every day too. So I believe those are the steroids. Prednisone is the more prevalent steroid. So hopefully June 9th we'll have better news of getting her off more steroids, because she can't be on a bunch of steroids going into a kidney transplant, because then that it extends your use of that steroid at that dose for even longer. Whereas if you wean off of the steroid before the transplant, then you can stay at that level for an extended amount of time. But that's the extent of my knowledge on that. So June 9th I'll talk more about that. On another good news, we got back the blood tests. Liz and I gave a bunch of blood to see if we're a match, and both of our blood was negative, which is a good thing, because there wasn't a negative reaction with our blood to her blood. So both of our blood passed the first test. So I'm personally moving forward with Liz in the wing, or in the dugout. I'm up to bat. I wouldn't have it any other way. It totally makes me happy. But you know, this is just the first step. First step is my blood didn't have a negative reaction to her blood. So now main thing I have to do is get a colon cancer test, and I don't even have a doctor, so I gotta find a doctor with small fingers, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I haven't been to a doctor since high school as far as like your overall health. I mean, I had back problems and physical things here and there, but yeah, I gotta find a doctor. So yeah, I gotta do that ASAP. Just found this out yesterday, 2 days ago. And yeah, so that's good. The main reason we're going with me first is to just give an example. Say I give her my kidney, and my kidney only lasts 8 years. Liz will be the same age as me in 8 years. You know, I'm 8 years older than she is. So just thinking that, I feel that I'm a better candidate to go first, because considering they say kidneys only last 10 to 20 years, hopefully longer. We'll do everything that we can to make that happen, but you know, sometimes things are out of your hands when it comes to stuff like this. So that's great news. I just hope everything keeps on going in that direction, and you know, it doesn't leave here, you know, it stays right here where it belongs. But on another good note, Piper was able to go to her awards night, which was last Wednesday or Tuesday, which was really nice, because it's essentially kind of like every student goes up in front of their classmates and their parents, and they kind of they kind of rattle off, I shouldn't say rattle off, they say all the achievements that they've achieved that year.
Piper received a service award for being a lunch helper, a student council award for being treasurer, a band participant award, PBIS recognition of excellent behavior, academic achievement awards for reading, language arts, math, and social studies science, and a certificate of completion.
So it was really cool for her to be able to go to that, because she was gonna go to school that day, but you know, it was just a little too much too fast, you know, for her. She started feeling a little not well. So I told her, you know, just relax, and it's not important to go to school. We'll relax and we'll make sure that we get to your awards night. And so that's what we did, and that worked out, and that was nice. It was good for her to be able to go, because thus far she's only been able to go to school the one day last week. She was gonna go on Tuesday, but you know, she couldn't go. And then yesterday she didn't want to go to school because she had to wear a 24-hour blood pressure monitor. So she very much felt like she was shackled to a Walkman, you know. She basically had the size of like an old school cassette Walkman, like on a strap, and then the blood pressure monitor on her arm. It would go off every 20 minutes in the day, and then at night while she was sleeping it would go off every half hour. So that was not comfortable for her. She was not in good spirits when she had that going on. So I was very happy for her when it hit 3 o'clock yesterday and she was able to take the shackles off. So basically that 24-hour blood pressure monitor was a way for them to know what her blood pressure is and how it fluctuates through a regular day. And so it's kind of an electronic device. She wears it for 24 hours. They give us a FedEx envelope when she's done. We put it all in the FedEx envelope, take the batteries out so they don't think it's a bomb, put all that in an envelope, and then send that off to them, back to the hospital. So so now they have that information. And yeah, I believe that's all I got for today, but all good stuff. Getting a new catheter. She won't have to come to up north 3 times a week and just ruin the whole day for her. She can do her dialysis at night. So Wednesday she's gonna have her surgery. I'll let you know if she's staying overnight or if it's an outpatient thing. We have June 9th is the next appointment. And Liz and I are positive. Well, the test was negative on our blood test, which is a good thing. And I am moving forward with donation stuff. So again, thanks for checking in, thanks for caring, thanks for your support. We love you. Thank you. Can't say it enough. Bye.